Just like this might come back and bite me in the ass.
Yep, you said it. You know, I thought you were different than Barbecue and Tammy. I thought like y'all were all different people. But you see, when I came out and said the community did really good, but I think the community as a whole would have done better if Barbecue would have stepped up and put a little bit more effort into being a leader and helping to lead a movement to help North Carolina. But then all you guys were like, oh, she's talking to all of us. Even after I came out to you specifically and said, great job. Not you specifically, because I don't think you did anything, because I don't remember you specifically helping, not saying anything. You just shared maybe a video or two, but, I'm just saying. Um, there were people that I specifically reached out to and was like, hey, because they did a lot for me. And they still took offense. Like I was somehow talking about them when I was talking about Barbecue. So when you say stuff now, I'm just like looping you guys together. So when I say you, I'm not necessarily talking about you. I'm talking about like you, like as the enterprise, as the group. So even though you may not have felonies, there's plenty of people in your little enterprise that do have felonies. And I'm only saying that and grouping you guys together and calling you that because that's what you're acting like. And like I said, when I complained about Barbecue, and even though I specifically reached out to people and said, I'm not talking about the community as a whole. I'm not I'm not talking about specific people within the community. I'm talking about the whole group together didn't perform as well as they could have. And that's because the leaders didn't put as much effort into it as they have in past movements. Okay. And I was upset with the leaders, not the employees of the enterprise. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's the way I look at this. Like, you guys are employees, you got your leaders. I look at this like work and management. It's just how I kind of see things with the whole TikTok thing ever since people were like, oh, we're making money here. So, that being said, I just, thought if the people who were leading in the true crime community, the people who were influencers, the people who actually had power and voice, like actually put effort into it, I feel like it would have done a lot better. And that was all I'm saying. And I expected more out of Barbecue specifically because of all the help that I had given Barbecue specifically in the past. I expected that to be reciprocated. And when I privately addressed it to her, she took it to her live and just made all you guys part of her and I little drama. So now that you all have identified as being Barbecue, now if I'm talking about Barbecue or Tammy or anybody, I could point at you and be like you, but I could be talking about them because you pretty much, your whole little group pretty much said, we are a group, we stand together and we speak for each other, and everybody here is the same as each other. So if Barbecue doesn't help you, that means none of us are helping you. And that means that we're all mad at you together. I mean, you guys made that very clear with your actions. So I'm going to go ahead and loop the enterprise together and say that y'all could have done better and like maybe not showed your cards so easy as being like only wanting to raise money out of like a gotcha as opposed to actually being decent, good human beings. Like, you had an opportunity to show that you were good, decent human beings, and that like if something happened in the world that needed you to step up and like do something, you were capable of doing that. But it like failed miserably, like flopped. And I was like, man, this ain't the group that I thought it was. Like, I thought they were actually caring people. But then when I realized that like no, it was like, oh my God, they really were doing it out of spite, like other people were saying. And it was like, oh my God, like, are they really am I like, and I'm not trying to pick sides, but y'all threw me to the other side. Like, literally, y'all like kicked me out. We're like, get over there. We don't trust you. You can't be trusted. Why? Because I don't like Barbecue and I can't be trusted by anybody in your little group. Why? Because y'all are an enterprise and you guys got a lot of secrets that you don't want anybody to know about. Is something going on in your little sub only chats that like, is that why you kick out certain people that like if you don't know that they're trustworthy they can't be in the sub only live chats? Like, I don't know, I'm asking, it's just a question, just curious, not stating, just questioning. That being said, I mean, since you guys are okay with doxing people, I guess it's okay that I put up Stephanie's record and Tammy's record and like put all this stuff out on social media for y'all to see, right? Is that okay? I mean, I'm just saying, tit for tat, right? I mean, if you want to put out my name and my personal information, then I'm guessing that it's fair game. And I don't think you're going to say anything that's going to hurt my feelings. I really don't. But you could try. You could try, I guess. Stay salty, bitches.